Now to Vincent in front of a sellout crowd. He can't hit them long range.
Not on the floor.
Still don't have an update on Rui. I know Mike is working on it, waiting for the Lakers. Here is Randall, drives in and scores. Julius, originally from Texas.
Again, dominant hand. Defensively, I have to realize that and make sure I take that away.
Vincent finds Reeves. See if he gets untracked again. 1 for 5 tonight. His one bucket was a lay-in. So the turnover belongs to Minnesota. Of course, they shot over 50% in the game and 50% from 3 the other night. McDaniels misses, but he taps it up and in. Jaden McDaniels was originally a Laker draft pick. There have been some quick draft day deals, and he never actually played for Los Angeles. Here is Reeves. Early part, second quarter, behind the back. Austin stops, shoots, scores!
That's more like the Austin Reeves that we've seen throughout this season. Great job of changing direction with the behind-the-back dribble and then the easy jump shot.
4 threes for Minnesota following that. Sportsnet in the app. We'll have the game number 3 on Friday for you. LeBron! String music from mid-range.
Nice stop and pop by LeBron off the dribble. They play LeBron for the drive, and shows he's got the full repertoire.
40 years of age, oldest player in the NBA. Randall spinning and scoring.
With Ant-Man on the bench, you know they're running their offense through Julius. Got to give some help.
We've only had 1 lead change and tied once. Another off to LeBron James. Leaning. It's Cantor. Conley. The southpaw. Finds McDaniels. McDaniels charges into the key. Can't score. Lucas got it and immediately gets a fun time seeing Minnesota not only then, but the first game of the regular season. LeBron knock it down for 3.
Boy, set the screen. Became available for the triple.
Everything going right for the Lakers. They're the ones that can't miss. 56% right now on the floor. Crowd urging defense. Trying to force his way in is Randall. You don't have a rim protector in there now. Vincent. Bring it out for the purple and gold. Lead by 20. 4 minutes in the second quarter. Working on McDaniels. Maybe their best defender. No problem.
Well, he gets a little separation, and then that fallback. High archer right to the bottom.
18 first half points for the Don. Julius. It's going to be on Goodwin. Now on defense, trying to stop Randall. Bumps into Goodwin, leans in and scores.
He can do that all day. If you don't make him give it up.
4 years in a Laker uniform for Julius. LeBron, open Finney Smith. Looks to get to the rim. Instead, he gives it to the ever-reliable Luka. Luka backing up again. He's got Gobert. Trying to get around him. Still trying to get around him. He's measuring him up. Over Rudy. Luka again.
And then have some words for the Minnesota bench.
Randall 3. Randall, no. Now I think on Finney Smith.
Yeah, trying to box out the Rui.
So truly the question, who is that masked man, will come into play. Wolves still operating at 34.5%. Lakers at nearly 60. Doncic holding on to the ball, cutting towards the basket. Now stopping, hitting on the turnaround. This time drifting to the right a little bit, so a little bit different for LeBron. McDaniels had the game of his playoff life the other night. He's been a huge part of their success all season long. Well, it was a bit of a roller coaster middle of the season for him. Taking away LeBron. No! Nearly had it, was going the distance the other way. 1-2, Randall. That's a sweet move for Julius.
Yeah, Luka was standing there waiting for the charge, but he showed it too early, and Randall was able to step to his right and avoid it.
So without Julius, it would really be a blowout. Kind of like OKC in Memphis the other night. That was something. They beat him up pretty bad tonight, too. Another double-digit win and held him under 100. Doncic bumping into his man, and that's Shannon Jr. Remember, we saw him earlier this season have a really good game against the Lakers.
Yeah, he had one of them season highlight dunks.
And 25 points back on February the 27th. Yeah, remember that dunk?
Luka says, I don't have the season highlight dunk, but I'll tell you something. I've got season highlight scoring as he's looking to add to his 20.
Luka, 28 games with the Lakers, averaging 28 points. He's going to blow right past that at some point tonight. He's at 21. 2 Lakers in double digits. LeBron and Luka. And just Julius in double digits for Minnesota.
And Julius has 15. 10 of those have come here in the second quarter.
You can say it now because he knocked it down. Lakers have not missed a free throw. They are 12 for 12. Minnesota 7 out of 10. Anthony Edwards back and forth with Rui back in the game. That's good save that time by McDaniel. Shannon Jr. with that left hand, and he scores.
Once he gets on his trampoline, though, he elevates over the top of the defender.
Went to Illinois, was a part of the Illini for a couple of years, and he's a rookie. Around and spills out, unfortunate. Randall brings it into the front court. Stutter step with the dribble. Going one-on-one with Reeves. Knocks into him. He gets knocked down. That would have counted had it gone. No whistle that time as far as the contact in deep. And Reeves will quarterback. Surveys with Conley in front of him. Under 5 minutes to go. Good defense by Conley. Doncic been unstoppable. He's trying it again. Luka
Nice
on the baseline.
Because they had somewhat had Luka bottled up. Because Finney Smith made a nice cut, he gets an easy deuce.
Blue without the basketball. When it's either LeBron or Luka, they'll find you. Edwards. Tapped out by Conley. They're just trying to stay within breathing distance right now, Minnesota. It has been all Lakers. They came out with passion. They're all over Edwards. Did that graze the rim? So there's no, all the way up to Rui. He challenges. Blocked that time by Randall. Out of bounds it goes. Last touch by Hachimura.
Obviously, it wasn't a block shot. Yeah, obviously,
looked like one.
They're ruling that Rui touched it last. And how fast did he discard the mask? He says, I can't play with that thing.
Oh, yeah, he just shot it right out of bounds.
Yeah.
Did you try it once or twice and you said, I can't play with this thing?
I didn't try it in practice once.
Yeah,
said, that's not working. But it wasn't that kind of a mask. It was the old-fashioned.
Like a hockey mask?
No, it was like a bar with some tape.
Edwards.